Have you ever seen the movie The Birds? If not, basically birds start attacking and killing humans. What do you get when you cross that with a nocturnal, more aggressive creature sporting larger teeth? The Kryll. Welcome back, guys. Back for some more lore? Today we'll be tackling the flying creatures that can shred a human being, armor or not, seconds like an aerial piranha. Sounds like your sort of thing? Well then why not like and subscribe? After all, the content is free and it helps my already dangerous amount of ego continue growing wildly out of control. All joking aside, I really do appreciate all the subs I've gotten so far, as well as all the support. You guys rock. If you decide to sub too, push that bell thing so you know whenever I upload. Alright, so enough of that, let's get back to the topic at hand. First, let's ask ourselves, what are the Kryll and where do they come from? The Kryll are a now extinct species that were native to the Hollow. Being native to the Hollow, this made the creatures react to light in the same way you might react to sticking your hand in a fire. Their bodies were not equipped to deal with UV radiation from Sarah's sun, which could burn them away, causing death if they remained exposed for too long. Regular light would suffice as well in keeping these creatures at bay, but you had better hope you don't lose power. The Kryll are an aerial creature that plagues Sarah after emergence day. They are the color black, but honestly they move so quickly it's hard to identify any morphological traits unless you use a still image. So let's go ahead and put one up on screen, shall we? Looking at them, they almost look like a mouth with a body rather than a body with a mouth. They have multiple wings that aid them in their flight. This also allows them to change direction quite quickly and at a moment's notice. The speed at which they fly is dizzying. If your typical cog soldier or locust soldier takes one foolish step outside of the light, they will be torn to shreds almost immediately before they even know what's happening. The fact that the Kryll can see in the dark that you did take a step outside the light, this would indicate to me that even though they probably have very poor eyesight, much like the bat, because they have no need to pour resources into the eyes so that they can see, they probably locate prey by echolocation. They do, however, have eyes that glow pale yellow color, but it's just really those eyes aren't necessarily as important to them as, say, our eyes are to us. Have you ever stopped and just listened to the Kryll? You will more than likely hear the screeches and high-pitched noise. This seems to confirm my hypothesis that yes, they do indeed hunt by sound. Sounds strange, right? Well, as I previously mentioned, bats do not have the best of eyesight, and despite the belief that they are blind, they actually can see. Therefore, due to this poor eyesight, bats will hunt bugs like moths and also grasshoppers by echolocation, utilizing the large ears to catch their prey. Basically how it works is they send out a clicking noise that we can barely hear, and it will bounce off an object in front of them, and then their ears will pick up the sound and let them know where the prey is. So, this seems to be the same process used for the Kryll. Although, I will say, the lack of ears is the only real issue. Perhaps they collect sound in another way, as I don't really see any ears on locust soldiers or berserkers, but they seem to be able to react to auditory cues as well. The Kryll's size is actually a lot smaller than you might think. Measuring only 2 to 3 inches in size, they are very small. However, the phrase, death by 1,000 cuts applies here. If you stray too far from that light, thousands will descend upon you in seconds. They will each take a small chomp out of whatever is exposed essentially, and they will eventually start hitting something vital. After only a second or two, you will be a puddle of mush on the ground. So let's get back to the subterranean living. Due to the underground lifestyle, bright lights cause a lot of issues for the Kryll. When exposed to normal lights with minimal UV light, they can be blinded to the point of causing pain, which causes them to scatter and seek darker places. This is why before the Locust army can stir up a Kryll storm to conquer a human city, they must first ink the sky and allow cover for the Kryll.
Man, this shit is crazy. What's up with the sky?
The locust cedars are inking it.
Ink?
Ink blocks the sun. Once it's dark, the Kryll kill everyone.
Exposed to pure UV light, they will burst into flames immediately. This can be seen when Augustus Cole shows up to assist Marcus and Dom in the fight against General Rom. The UV light would penetrate the body of the Kryll, causing some sort of chemical reaction, that would make the creature burst into flames. The Kryll are not a sentient species. They hunt purely for survival and hunger. When more humans were present on Sarah, the Kryll would typically ignore the locust soldiers in favor of the sweet, delicious humans. They would pick apart humans piece by piece until not even bone was left. You would simply just disappear, with maybe some armor left over, but that's about it. However, as the war continued and the humans became more scarce, the Kryll also began to feed on the locust soldiers. Any locust that didn't know to stay in the light, that is. Kryll congregate in the millions together. As stated, these are what we would like to refer to as Kryll storms. There is really only one creature that could control the Kryll, General Rom. The interesting part about this is that if you look at a flock of birds flying, you will notice that they seem to move in sync with one another with no communication. The Kryll are similar in this respect. Kind of makes you wonder how General Rom was able to manipulate the Kryll to get them to do his bidding. Interesting to say the least. So, what do you guys think of the Kryll? Think I missed anything? Let me know down in the comments. Also, while you're there, go ahead and smash that sub button. You know you want to. I appreciate you guys watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch y'all in the next one.